Today I had the chance to stop by Goodwill. My favorite section to look at there is their craft department, and today did not disappoint. I was able to find quite a few things for my paper crafting. First off, I found this big bag of gems, and it was $4.79. But I am starting to run a little bit low on these, so I was really glad to find that. And I use these in a lot of my tags and, of course, in the junk journals. Just in a lot of different things. I'm always reaching for these to decorate. They're a great embellishment to have on hand. And then next, I found these wax seal sticks. Say that fast 3 times. Wax seal sticks. These are the ones that can be put into glue guns. And I do have a little kit that I've had with the beads before, and I've used this, but I've never tried it with the glue gun kind. So I'm excited to do that. And then taped to this on the back side was just some note cards and envelopes, and then I paid $2.86 for that. So that was another pretty good deal. You know, sometimes you go to Goodwill and things just like this will be like a lot more, $9 or $10 for something simple that's obviously already been used out of it. So anyhow, that'll be great, and I was glad on the price. And then I found this other little bag of envelopes for $2.86 that had the recollection in it, and those are always good ones. So I'll use that, and there's some more smaller ones in the back, and then the bigger ones I can use in the junk journals. So good find on that. But this was one of the things I was really tickled to find. It has this nice big stocking in it, and of course the other 2 ornaments, but the stocking was a pretty good size. Let me pull it out here. I'll show you how nice and big this one is. It's from the Sizzix brand, but if you can kind of see, it's a nice big size one, and then of course there's room on there to write the name of whoever you're giving it to. So I'm thrilled to use those. I usually start big time in July working on stocking up on my Etsy shop for Christmas time. So that will be coming up here, golly, next week. I need to start pounding on that pretty good. I usually work on that every minute I can in between, so I've got lots stocked. But I paid $4.79 for that, so good find for me for that one. And then I found one other Sizzix one here. It was also $4.79. But it had these, like this is a little doily. Whoops, sorry about the reflection on there. But there's a doily in here, and then it had this pretty scalloped kind of frame. And then these down here too. Let me pull that scalloped frame out. That's the one I'm really interested in. Let's see. Here's the frame one. There's the scallop. Isn't that pretty? So I'm excited to try that. And then there's the one with the pretty doily. But this is the one I'll probably try first. This is really fun to get some new things that you haven't tried and find out what you can do with them. So there's that. I have 2 more things here. I found this bag, and it's mainly full of alphabet stickers. Let's see. I paid $2.86 for it as well. But in here, I really liked this coloring of this in particular. And it's got some different quotes and stuff here in the top and the little alphabet. But so pretty. And that is from Simple Stories. So that was a nice one. Like I said, lots of alphabets in there. And then this one I liked a lot too. It's from Authentic, I don't know. Anyhow, it has lots of quotes in it too. So I'm excited to use those in my junk journaling. And then lastly, I found this nice big bucket of chipboard. It's a chipboard bucket. I used to get these back in the day, and I happened to find another one. I don't even know if they make them anymore. I didn't even look to see if there was a date on this anywhere. But anyhow, this has got some alphabet stuff in it, but it's also got some phrases, frames, and the accents. And I paid $4.79 for this, but this works really great for junk journal stuff. Let me pull out a couple of these that are in here. There's just a little tag. Chipboard tags, Fairy Tale Life. There's one that's a little thing. You can put a quote in the middle. Just lots and lots of darling little, let me get down in here. That's just maxed. It says there's 1,038 pieces. So lots of fun stuff. Tags and quotes and sayings. Flip some of these over. So if you ever see something like this, you can kind of see what's in here. Lots of tags. Oh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? Okay, so that is that. And I think that was the last thing that that's the last thing today that I ended up getting. So this was a pretty good little haul for me. Sometimes I'll go to Goodwill or a thrift store and not find much of anything. So I was tickled with all these good little finds. So that is it on today's video. I plan to make quite a few videos this week, so be on the lookout for that. And I guess that's all, friends. We'll see you next time, and hopefully I'll be trying some of this stuff out coming up. See you next time. Bye.